So today I want to talk about a topic that's been discussed a lot lately in Australian financial advice circles in particular, and that's the idea of unregulated advice. So, this has only become a thing of focus because we've had the Royal Commission and because of all of this focus on what is advice, fee for no service, fee for service, and all of these kind of distracting things in between. I've been saying for a very long time that the problem that most financial advice businesses have is they've got a misunderstanding of where the value lies between themselves and their clients. I think they also have a misunderstanding about where or what role they actually play in their clients' lives. And I know this because in having coached so many advice businesses through dramatically transformative outcomes, I can tell you that the fundamental aspects which result in that transformation are around this kind of thinking. So is unregulated advice better? Is it worse? Should you be doing it? Shouldn't you be doing it? What is it? So let's kind of talk about that first. The simple fact is that unregulated advice, at least in the context of what we're talking about now, is advice that you give to your clients that doesn't require you to have a license, in Australia called a proper authority. It's advice that circumnavigates to a degree the need for you to actually have a license at all. And therefore it's in the unregulated category. And what I would say to you is that the greatest impact that you can potentially have with your clients is always going to be about them, how they see the world, their behavior, their considerations, getting clarity into what they truly want in life, getting clarity into the beliefs that they're holding, which are out of alignment with their best interests, and helping them make major breakthroughs, helping them understand who they are and what decisions they need to be making in order to get more of what they want out of life. Always second is the denomination the advisor represents. So if you're a financial advisor, then it's changing the lives of your clients for the better first. Being a financial advisor second. If you're a lawyer, it's having a positive impact in your client's life, being a lawyer second. If you're an accountant, etc., you get the idea. So I think fundamentally, the transformation that's taking place across advice is to understand your role first and foremost is to have a life impact for your client. And what I'm seeing across the advisors that we certainly work with, and to a large degree out there in the marketplace in Australia in particular, but all over the world, is this need to get back to, we actually want to have that impact for our clients. How do we separate ourselves from the product? How do we separate ourselves from advice around things that actually require a license? And how do we get to the more transformative components? And in my opinion, if you're not charging for and delivering a service that factors at least 50% of your value and revenue coming from unregulated advice, then perhaps you're not actually doing enough for your clients. And you're certainly making your business far more susceptible and at risk than you otherwise would be. Because you're subject to legislative change, you're subject to the value that your clients place on the products you provide or the services you provide, as opposed to the value you hold in the transformation of their life. What I can tell you unequivocally is that clients will pay you, and they will pay you more and with greater happiness when you understand how to link the value of the change in their life to the service that you provide. And they will gladly pay you for that service over and above the traditional activities that you've been carrying out. And in this case, we're talking about financial advice. So we're talking about the general terms of, the basic version of goal setting, the provision of advice around retirement planning, wealth accumulation, portfolios, and investment management. Really, there's so many other areas of help that your clients need in their lives that in the past, every single advisor I've spoken to a degree, is leaving on the table. Sure, you might think that you're going deep enough with your clients, but are you really? Are you really able to if you're not getting paid to do so? I think in the future, the Royal Commission will just be a pivot point for advisors to be forced to think differently and outside of the square. This is a massive opportunity for you. In almost all circumstances where we work with businesses, they're able to double their revenue just by thinking differently, by understanding that their position first is to change the life of their clients for the better. Second, to be a financial advisor. And if you're not creating a way to charge your clients for that, then you're doing a disservice both to yourself and your family, and even more importantly, to your clients. Unregulated advice is really just a way for you to go deeper and be far more transformational for the clients that you already serve. And it doesn't require a specific amount of money or a size of a portfolio or an amount of insurance or any of those things to produce value and to get paid to do it. Be more transformative. Take the chance to evolve your business. And what we're seeing out there in the marketplace at the moment is this thinking is happening, but advisors don't know how to articulate it. They don't know how to take their clients on this journey. I'm telling you it's there. If you want help, reach out. But most importantly, understand that your value is so much greater than the little box that you may have been operating in before. That's my take on unregulated advice. Looking forward to seeing you in the future of service and value and changing your clients' lives for the better. Cheers.